Howdy, everybody. Hey, Tessa.
Hi.
It's time to start body doubling. Body doublers.
I'm so tired tonight.
It's all right. We're not staying on for long. So we just got back from Wicked West Con, and it was an excellent, excellent thing. and and it was a good convention, and we are absolutely bushed. We are just dead. It's horrible. It's a terrible thing. It's not that terrible. But
it was a weekend. A weekend definitely happened. A convention weekend definitely happened.
It was fire.
So
Right? Con crud. Ugh.
yeah. Yeah, because some people try to give you Nurgle's blessing.
Right?
So I was going through the submission guidelines for the one place. And he said no foul language. So I'm going through trying to clean up Briggs.
For which place?
The one place. You know which one.
Okay. As in, we don't want to say it online. I got it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Right? Been done. David's talking about been done. Been done. So that was one of the cool things that happened to me was I got to meet Ben Dunn. He looked over my comic. Oh my god. As in like Ninja High School, Ben Dunn. As in like I guess he do XXX Holic or whatever that is.
You did a few things.
Hey Sarge, just in time for Betty Bye. I'm doing my calendar for next week, and I see you on my calendar on Thursday, just so you're aware. Just want you to know that you're on my calendar. Ben Dunn. Yeah, it was so cool. I got to meet him. I got to talk to him. He looked at Bellatrix Rising. He liked it. It was cool. It was a cool thing. Just cool. But no flat tires because I'm out of spares, apparently. Out of tires and out of everything. There's that. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm looking at my week. I've got already my Monday and my Tuesday and my Thursday have, yeah, right? No flats. My Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday are already taken up with 5th level spells. So there's that.
I don't think anybody knows what the 5th level spells are.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to explain it. Cat's here, though. Hi, Cat. Your microphone's not working, Cat. You may have to go. You have a spare in the fiber. I don't think the pattern fits.
Can you hear me now?
Wait.
Now we can hear you.
Okay. That's super weird. Again, it's that one mic that just doesn't want to cooperate.
Yeah.
Which is sucky because that's my nice mic. It's like I paid a lot of money for that mic, and sometimes
right. So instead, you end up being all echoey because you're like, I can't use the good one.
Right. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me bring on my.
See you later, Tessa. Oh, we might be gone when you get back, Tessa. If so, we'll see you later. Okay.
Oh, hi, Tessa. Bye, Tessa.
We'll try to stay around, but both Kayan and I spent the weekend at a convention, and we are beat.
I bet.
But we got to meet Kat. I got to meet Ben Dunn.
Wait, Antarctic Press Ben Dunn?
Yes, as in like of Ninja High School, Ben Dunn. And he read my comic, dude. He read my comic. Oh, God.
What do you think?
He liked it.
Good.
Yeah, he liked it. It was cool.
No, that's good. That's like the best. That's like the best result you could have.
Yeah, right. Right. Good night, Sarge. And I mean, like, then I did an entire. I did a panel on ADD and creatives, and like people were crying. It was really weird because I don't actually have a program for that. I talk about how ADDers run programs because we have interface programs. Like, we don't actually think the same way other people think. So we instead have to do the, oh, hi, I'm so pleased to meet you. My name is Guy. You know, that's a program because that's not natural for us. We just stare at each other. You know, like, no idea what we're supposed to say. So, you know, so yeah, that was a thing. And then, real quick, I'm finishing my calendar, and that was like, and it also apparently was the best panel of the weekend, which was also somewhat alarming, but really, really good.
Yeah, well, it was even bad when here it is. It's a half an hour after your panel should have almost 45 minutes after your panel should have ended, and I come running back there to get you guys, and the panel is going so strong. I'm like, crap, I can't get you. I need you.
Right. So you stole Pepper, which actually was good. So yeah. But I mean, like,
Sorry, that was my washer dryer. It's like 5 feet from me because my kitchen is so tiny. Sorry.
Drasher.
Yeah, the thing that washes my clothes for me, so that I don't have to go to the laundromat and pay for it, pay out the butt for it.
But it's a washer dryer, so it's the same thing, right? Like, it's one of those stacky units or something.
Well, yeah, one of those like really tiny ones where you have to like, it's like half of a normal load.
Yep.
Yeah, the really tiny ones. And I leave the door open because it gets so warm in there, so I leave the door to it open while it runs, so it doesn't like get too hot.
So
I thought it was already done. I forgot it was there.
Right. So anyway, I did get to talk to a whole bunch of people while I was there. That was really cool. I really liked those people. They were nice. And I realized that a lot of people, even people who know they have ADD, don't know like
what to do with that information.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with that information. Right, exactly. And so I was like sitting there going, here's what ADD does to some people, here's what ADD does to other people, and here's some tactics to get around the fact that you have executive function failure. And, you know, here are some ways to deal with it. And here's some, but I think the biggest thing that I helped people with, and I'm kind of shocked about the whole thing, but the funny part is I was sure nobody was going to show up to this panel. It was like the last panel of the entire con.
Had been, you didn't really like expect a lot of people.
So I didn't expect anybody. I thought it was just going to be Bill and me sitting around chatting because Bill was going to go with me. Yeah, again, because that was what my morning panel was. My morning panel was just Bill and me sitting in a panel room, waving every so often to make the lights stop thinking that the room was empty. And then we talked politics for like an hour. But nothing different than what Bill and I do here on stream. So it was just, you know, it was like, but we were okay with just sitting there and hanging out. And we were enjoying discussing things because it's Bill and I, and we've got a good friendship and we enjoy hanging out with each other and stuff like that. So it's all good. But yeah, it was a thing. Boy, it was cool.
I got a question. Was a guy named I forget what his last name is. He makes a comic called Niobe. Was he there too?
What was his name?
I don't know his last name. His first name is Larry.
Larry.
Let me get his last name.
I didn't meet a Larry. Although honestly, whatever your name is, I wouldn't remember your name either, and I've known you for years. So
Larry Patrick Higgins.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't meet anybody like that. I don't think.
Okay, I was just wondering because I know he and like He and Ben are friends. So I wasn't sure. Wasn't
Oh,
sure if Larry was there.
maybe, plausibly.
Yeah.
Ben
Let
had
me
his own
look.
table, so I hung out with Ben
Nice,
every so
nice,
often.
nice.
Like, not I, that sounded a lot more awesome than it really was. Really,
Mm-hmm.
I went over to Ben, stammered a few words out, shook his hand, and then walked away. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that was me
Yeah.
hanging out with Ben.
Yeah, my interaction with Ben's pretty limited. But I've talked to him a few times.
Yeah, it was just really cool.
Mm,
It's
He
always really neat when
wasn't.
you can like meet your models or your models, your like well yeah, models and idols, like people that like mean a lot to you or like were really like instrumental in getting you started. Or
Right?
just yeah, like that's always a really big deal.
It was just cool. I was
Yeah,
pretty excited.
Ben
Mm-hmm.
was the only one at his table, and I'm not seeing Larry on the guest list. And
He's
Yeah.
been banned from
going
a couple cons, so I wasn't sure if that was one of them. I don't know which ones he was banned from, so I don't think it would be Wicked because Wicked's pretty young, isn't it? Because like they actually have like really good like interesting conversations together. They have like the Nairobi guy has a podcast. And sometimes he brings up some really interesting topics. That's why I was wondering if like maybe he was on the panel too, or if he was there talking with Ben, because he does have some interesting conversations.
Right? Hi, Brent.
Mm-hmm.
We are very tired, so we will only be on for a little while because both Kayan and I were at Wicked West all weekend, and we are beat. We are so beat.
yeah,
And it was extra complicated because of my stupid car, and I'm still mad about that. So,
Now you can focus on getting that like fixed and repaired and repaired over like whatever you got to do. Like now that you don't have Wicked West to fill with.
no, so they didn't have the tire until Tuesday. They'll get the tire on Tuesday.
Oh, I
So it's
see.
sitting in a lot down in the middle of Denver where it
Mm-hmm.
was towed and where they left it. And so it's just
Mm-hmm.
sitting there. And I'm like, anyway, I ended up having to borrow my best friend's car for the weekend. I felt like I was 25 again or something. 'Cause I'm like, "Can I borrow your car? I got a thing to do."
Nice.
Yeah, I know it's 7 my time. I want to see it though. So, yeah, that's the other reason I need to bow out soon, is because I do want to be up for the Starship launch tomorrow.
Starship launch?
Yep, SpaceX's Starship attempt.
Oh, I see. What's the general feeling on this?
I the way that SpaceX works, I suspect that they're sacrificial lambs. I suspect
Meaning,
that the
you just don't think it'll
intention
go
is
well?
to, yeah, I suspect that the intention is to blow them, to have them blow up and find out why it blew up. That's my suspicion.
A little morbid.
Well, nobody's on board.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was
nobody's on
gonna
board.
say
No,
what? I've been sitting here, my eyes were like as big as saucers for like a second. And I'm like, oh my god.
no, nobody's on board. So it's
Well,
fine.
yeah. The more people talk about SpaceX, like the blah blah blah. The more they run my name, the more my price goes up. Sometimes any publicity is good publicity, especially for Melon.
Yeah. All right. I have set my alarm for earlier. Why is this so difficult to set? Okay, good. I'm like, why don't I get the little controller thingy? There.
who are you again?
I
Why
could
am
be
I in this
problem with this.
handbasket?
So many difficult things. Okay. So, all right. So I've set up my week For next week, I'm doing Airship 27 for the next 4 shows. I'm going to finish that cover. And then we've got to do 2 shows on Wednesday for Drive Safe and finish the animations and clean them up. Both of those then will be off my table and out of the workspace. Then we can go back to working on scripting for Bellatrix Rising 2 and 3 on Thursday and Friday. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put that into my calendar. And we'll do that one. And then we'll do the night stream Bellatrix as well. The upper half is going to crash, land in the ocean around Hawaii. Yeah, there's no return thought process for the top stage. So things are going to be interesting. All right. So the plan for this week, Airship 27 for the next 4 shows, then Drive Safe for 2 shows. Then we're going to be on Bellatrix Rising for the remainder of the week. We'll roll the week out. Does that sound good to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Great. You can set. You sound it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch as he becomes Darth Narcolepsy.
Right. Okay, guys. I'm going to take my pill that I'm supposed to take at night right now because I'm old.
Oh, thank you for reminding me to take my antibiotics.
Well, that's not really an old pill there, cat.
No, but I've got a pretty serious ear infection right now.
I know you do.
Anyway.
You were talking about that.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to the Cherry Blossom Festival here in Nashville this weekend, and I just felt so awful when I woke up on Saturday. I'm like, I don't really want to be around pollen when I have a bad ear infection and possibly upcoming sinus infection. That's probably not a wise idea.
Right. Agreed.
But yeah, we're like, you know, one of the guys was mentioning about how worried he was about the show, and it was like, it was so fun. Like, I had a blast.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a good show.
I can't wait to go to shows again. Hopefully it'll be just as fun as I remember them.
Schedule's solid. I've got now on Tuesday Rescue the Jetta with Anna because my buddy Anna's gonna drive me down there to pick up my damn car. But she's like, "But you gotta go to lunch." Oh, okay, I'll go to lunch. That con was cool because I had buttons on my table. I had 3 freaking issues of my comic out there. It was excellent. And I had cards that... So my Starship pictures sold really well.
yeah.
So like people were saying you should make bigger prints of those because they'd hang them on their wall. So my watercolors
nice.
spaceships, which was like the Enterprise and the Daedalus class, and then one of them was a really old Enterprise, and and then there was a starship that was there. So starships are Star Trek clubs, Trekkie clubs, and there was a starship there. It's the Tiburon, and they were like, "We might commission you to paint the Tiburon." And I'm like, "Cool, I can do that."
Wow, that's awesome.
And Tiburon's a Defiant class. I can do that. I can probably draw the Defiant in my sleep. That's no hard. That's not difficult. But it means that I'm gonna start doing those more. I think I want to do a couple more watercolors of spaceships because they
I
do.
think. Do you think it has something to do with the resurgence of all the new shows and follow ups, and you think it has something to do with all that?
I'm sorry, Kat. I missed a lot of that. What was
Do you
that?
think do you think that the popularity has to do with a lot of the new shows and the bringing it back and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of it was that there just were Trekkies there,
Nice, nice.
um, and Trekkies. I mean, I think that's where the popularity was for those particular pieces. But I'm also feeling kind of like every show has a different feel, and every
Mhm.
show from show to show has a different feel.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe I should bring back Watercolor Wednesday.
Yeah, I was actually told by several people that they wanted to buy prints of Psylocke, and I have to rethink my structure with that.
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
Nice. I'm glad you guys
But
had a good experience though. Like that's great, especially since from what I remember, it's one of the newer cons up there in Colorado.
yeah, and it's in Loveland. It's not in Denver.
Oh wow, where is it at the ranch?
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay,
so
nice.
it's not a Denver con. So it's just
Mhm.
outside the big city, which means that it's not gonna get the big attractions that Denver would get.
right.
But
Yet, yet,
yeah,
because there's really not a lot of big cons up there, and really the nearest one is what Cheyenne. It's really not that big either.
yeah,
So hopefully that can be sort of like a good like middle ground between like Wyoming. Like get the folks from Wyoming, get the folks from like out there in Nebraska and Kansas, and like start bringing those people in, get this closer, you know. And then from Southern Colorado, there's no reason why people can't travel up north from Denver. It's only an hour, maybe two if you're really slow or taking frontage roads or something.
Right.
It's not that far a drive. I used to drive all the way from Loveland and down to Thornton when we were at the Denny's or Perkins. I made that trip every week. So
For
I don't want
us.
to hear it.
Yep. Oh, we're coming up in a couple of weeks on George's birthday.
Brent Pepper did pretty well.
I feel like he did okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'm not sure how Raph did next to us.
He didn't do as he did great on commissions. He said he was killing on commissions. He beat everything else out on commissions, but he didn't do well selling Pia.
But then again, he wasn't sitting at the Pia table. That was like 10 miles away from him.
That's true.
You had to go off on your own separate exit to get to Pia.
Exactly. So, but it was the setup was it was Pepper and Bill, and then right next to them was Kayan and me, and then right
Mhm.
next to them was two tables where Raph and Christina were, and so it was just the six of us, well, seven if you, it was 6.5 of us because
Mhm.
their offspring was there too. Um, but
Wait, they have a kid now?
yeah, Raph and
Wow.
Christina have, he's four now, three,
Well,
four.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
So their spawn was there, and of course I'm trying not to say the name of our kids online because
Yeah.
No, that's
it's not
fair.
safe.
That's a,
So
no, that's okay. That's fair.
so,
That's
Uh,
respectful.
and
but
then go on.
and then yeah, and so it was just the six of us in that row, and then the rest of Red Team Go was scattered around areas of the area because Andy and Joe Becker have started a new brand or a new imprint called Bad Comics, And so they were like 5 rows down the other side or whatever. And right next to them was Oi Bob and Joe Oliver. Actually, in between them was
Matt Campbell.
Matt Campbell and Mythica.
Mm.
So like, us adjacent. And then across that row up on the other side was Ron Fortier.
And then Tom was somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
Like we were there was a sprinkling of Red Team Go guys in there.
All over the
place.
Just
to add flavor to the con.
Yeah. Where's Izzy? What's he up to?
Where's who?
Who?
Izzy, Metal Shade?
Oh, Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac. Oh, Isaac.
Isaac Bell wasn't there that I'm aware of.
Okay, I was trying because I've heard I've seen Izzy. I think one of his usernames somewhere is Izzy. So I was like, "Wow, what is his real name? What is it?"
No, he might be. I'm actually going to go to Facebook now and look to see what we have. Because I don't necessarily see. I'll look up Isaac real quick and see.
Last time he posted was March the 6th.
Really?
March. Yeah, March the 6th.
Huh.
And then before that was March 15th, 2018. So no idea.
Isaac. That's why. Isaac Bell. He personally hasn't posted since it looks. Oh, it's pinned. Yeah, April 13th. No, him and double splash page. Alexa made me take a break. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, so he didn't mention going to Wicked West.
And I didn't see him on the billing for there.
I didn't either. Yeah. So I didn't see. Yeah, so he wasn't there. Maybe it's Isaac. Maybe I just never know. Maybe
I just remember how shy he was in the Red Team Go meetings and like how we had to struggle to get him to open up a little bit. I remember the first time he showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely an interesting weekend. On all sides.
Yeah. I was happy. Oh, Ebisu has Gashapon. Yes, that does not surprise me. I don't know why I would be surprised that Ebisu has Gashapon. Anyway, okay, so I'm running rapidly out of steam, and I'm getting spacier and weirder as time is going on.
Yeah, I think we're both at that point. What is that noise?
Probably my cat.
That's me. So
No, she does not sound like a normal cat. So
It sounds like a kid that's just squealing in the background.
me so. What? Did you find a toy to play with? Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a thing.
yep. So anyway,
So this week we have several things we need to get done.
yeah,
We have homework we have to do.
Oh
I
God,
think
I have to do my taxes.
I think also we need to do a day where we discuss the table. Because while I think the table totally worked, I also think that between you and I, we could come up with some improvements
yeah, I agree.
so that the table is better next time. And we should definitely do not a triage. What's the word I'm looking for?
Uh, you mean an after action report?
Yeah,
Postmortem.
Post-mortem.
yeah.
Both are correct. I agree. I love that idea. As long as it's not today.
Yeah, I gotta do my taxes tomorrow. I've been
Debriefing.
I've been
Yeah,
debriefing. Yeah, that's the
that's a
technical
good one.
term. That's the positive term because we don't use violent language anymore. And postmortem is too violent.
So we need to discuss that fucking table. No,
Right?
We don't use violent language and then we bring up fucking table. I'm all for it.
because I think there's a lot of ways we could improve it. Um, I think the standee you had was amazing,
I loved it.
and I'm almost wondering if I should do a standee as well,
Maybe. Maybe.
or if I should keep with the posters because that's very unique. I didn't see anybody that did the board the way I had. With the giant comic cover,
Yeah.
and maybe do a comic cover for the latest issue in that kind of board.
Yeah.
Me so no, you have to stay off
So
the
we'll have
table.
to do some checking and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
Hatching! I'm hatching though right now.
Your cat just sounded like she said good luck.
Yeah, she's very trilly. She doesn't really like meow meow. It's like like very for like trills and
Chirps.
bird noises. Chirps, yeah. She's a you think she's a bird, right, Miso? She's cute now, but if you get her wet, she's like one of those gremlins from the movie.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I read that somewhere.
Well, she needed it. She met a skunk, so she needed it. And, and I was giving her a bath. This was when I was in South Dakota. And I actually can walk my cat. She has a harness that I can put on her and we'll go for a walk. Um, we were walking around a corner and there was a skunk and she went to investigate it and got too close. The leash that she has is one of those like extender leashes, and the mechanism to like lock it was broken. And so of course, like before I could grab it, like she of course went to investigate it and got sprayed. And so I'm like, oh my god, I have to bring this stinky ass cat into my house, or into my apartment, and clean her. And so I was giving her a bath, and she screamed so loud that my neighbor came over to ask if my child was okay.
Right.
And she said, like, is your child okay? Like, do you need help? And I'm like, oh, I don't have children. And she kind of looked at me funny. She's like, well, are you okay? I'm like, that was my cat. And she's like, oh my gosh, really? I thought it was a person. I'm like, no, it's a cat. Because when she screams, it's like she's going, yeah, yeah.
So
freaking awkward. And so she sounds like she's saying yeah or when she screams.
So
it's so funny.
So when alpaca screams, it sounds like a woman being murdered.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
And if you're not used to that scream, then you will become very disconcerted and then call the cops. Now, the cops will come out and discover that there's a shearing going on that the alpacas don't like.
And then they're like, oh, they roll up, or they look on the map. Where is this? Oh, it's just an alpaca farm. Perfect place to hide a body.
Yeah.
No one will ever know. You can commit the perfect murder if you live on an alpaca farm. No one will ever know the difference.
Right.
Yeah, particularly during shearing. Like, so we had some friends that had the cops called on them because
I should put that in r/ unethical life tips.
Yeah.
Unethical life hacks. Is that what it's called? There's like a subreddit for just unethical life hacks that you can get away with, but
yeah, it's so intense. And like, we've had the males that we've and they all shriek like women. Doesn't matter if they're male or female, it all sounds the same. And he's shrieking and shrieking, and they finish shaving him, and he's cushed and completely free, and he's shrieking. It's like, what they do to me?
It's for your own good, demon.
So we get him up on his feet, and we get him out into the field, and he's still shrieking the entire way.
They're coming for you all. They're coming. They're gonna do it to you too. Run. That's funny. Never been around alpacas, but I've heard so many stories about them that I never want one. I never want to be near one. They scare me. Llamas scare me. Horses scare me. Horses terrify me. Very scared to be around horses. Anything that's bigger than I am, I get really nervous. But horses, especially because they are so jumpy. They spook so easily.
Llamas are also something that you should really be careful around.
Yeah, that's when I
they are no joke.
Yeah, when I worked at when I volunteered at the zoo when I was younger, and whenever they would put me in the like petting zoo, like I did anything that I could to avoid llama duty because they scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we do need something behind us. Well, we need to get a quack banner going behind us.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll talk about that more later. What do you want to do, Guy?
Oh, I already took my muscle pill thing, so I'm starting to already become completely spaced out. And, like, I don't remember your names.
Okay. So do you want to call it here?
Yep. Hey, Kat, you gonna be here later on, like tomorrow? You gonna hang out with us? You wanna do work with us tomorrow? We'll buy
Yeah,
better.
I have to stream tomorrow anyway on my YouTube, so after I'm done there, I can just come join you guys.
Sweet.
Yeah, just straight working through. Do you have a website right now? I have my manga on a website called Global Comics. Um, grab you a link really fast. So I have the first chapter up, but I'm actually working on the second chapter right now. So let me grab that for you. I hope you met me. If not, that's really awkward.
It's Brent. That's Brent who just built us our Quack website.
Oh, well.
But I think he is actually asking you.
Oh. I do not have my own website, no. But I work I work for Global Comics, so I also post my comic there.
Now, one of the other things that we could do is add a page for you to our Quack page, which links to your Global Comics.
Yeah.
Because I consider you quackers just like all the rest of us. You are most definitely a duck like all of us.
Right.
Right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. It blips for a minute, so I missed some of it.
Can you
It's just the
capture
internet
that one,
connection.
Brent? Can you capture that? Because that would be awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's my Global Comics. Well, that's my mangas page. I mean, I have my own profile page there as well, but that's for my manga. That's the series landing page. Yeah, last week was crazy because we had like the app reveal on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then like all the rest of the week and over the weekend, it's been just like question after question. The Discord's been really, really busy. So it's been a pretty busy weekend on my end. And I did uh 18 plus 9. That's 27 pages of sketches this weekend. Thumbnails. So lots of sketching this weekend. I hope you guys get some rest. Don't work too hard.
Yeah. We're getting all spacey.
Yeah.
Feel free. Please don't stay on my account. I can always go into my Discord and go into the focus channel there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on ahead and go to bed. And I think Can needs to go to bed too.
Yeah. I need
That's awesome. Thanks, Brent.
Awesome. Thank you, Brent.
You are definitely part of the quacky team, these quackers of ours.
Fantastic.
So, okay.
Life
Well, then
goals.
I'm going to go back to bed. I'm going to go back to bed. I'm going to go to bed. I will see you all in the morning, including you, Miso.
Yeah.
She had to say goodbye.
Right? And until then, as always, thank you all for being here, and we'll keep your eyes on the stars. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.